Hey guys, how's it going? This is Charlotte today with Mikey, and we've got Jack Mandeville on the show, and we've got some really cool news for you coming up after this. Hey guys.
And we're back after that motivating little stinger that we had.
Hopefully you guys saw it.
Yeah.
Trying something new.
We're going to see how it works out. And if it doesn't, well, whatever. And if it does, all great. Today on the program, Charlotte, we got a special guest.
Yeah, there's this guy. His name is Jack, and he's kind of funny. Yeah.
Jack Mandeville.
Say hi.
Thank you for all of your kind words. I just want to say thank you so much for having me here and for all the nice things you have to say.
Jack, of course, you're here representing Burbiz, a local event that's happening in San Antonio soon. Can you tell us a little bit about it, man?
That is correct. So Burbiz, unfortunately, Scott Davidson, the founder of Burbiz, could not be here today. So unfortunately, he sent me in his stead. But Burbiz is a networking event. It's essentially a networking event with an emphasis on drinking. And so it's free alcohol.
Yes.
Exactly, yeah. And this is the next best part. It's all free. It's
What?
all free booze.
Totally there.
Yep.
Count me in.
So it's just it's come as you are. It's 4 to 8 p.m. It's going to be November 14th here in San Antonio at the Brickett Blue Star Complex. Nice. And come drink, talk to other veterans, active duty. There's going to be a lot of resources there. I think there's something like there's going to be 20 vendors or something like that there. Nice. And really just come drink, have a good time. We raffle off sports items and
nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
That is awesome.
So what prompted the idea, behind to start Burbiz? Like, what was the whole plan, do you think?
Long story short, so Scott Davidson, the founder, he kind of had a rough time getting out of the Army. He was medically discharged from what I believe wounds sustained in one of his deployments to Iraq, and he was a captain at the time. Scott's a Mustang himself, but for him is like, if this was as difficult for me as an officer with all the opportunities and resources I have, I can't imagine what it's like for an E4, E5 getting out of the military who
definitely
don't have the same network that the officer corps does or anything like that. So Scott did very well for himself in business. So Burbiz kind of just started out as a way to just give back. And so far we've done over 12 of them, mostly up the East Coast, DC and New York, Atlanta, Tampa, and now we're moving west. We're going to do our second one in San Antonio here.
Nice. Yeah, I was reading that your last one, it was in Vegas, and you had over 1,800 participants or something like that. And so honestly, we're hoping that everybody signs up. There's the event link in the comments. Again, free. And Military City, USA, we got to show up, right?
Yep, this is the place to be. Yeah, right in your backyard. Like literally, it's right down the street.
It's right down the street.
Right down the street.
San Antonio is such a prime location for events like this too, because of the high, veteran community and everything. I think it's a great call to take it here. Really
it makes complete sense to do it here. Cities like San Antonio, San Diego, huge active duty military presence, high veteran populations.
Sure.
There's no reason why.
Now, the event's for more than just veterans, right? Like first responders, veteran families, and things like that.
Yes, they have a lot of resources for military spouses specifically. And the giveaway we're doing a $20,000 giveaway donated by Rip It to veteran entrepreneurs, but that also goes for mil spouses as well.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah. So tell your spouses there, fellas and ladies. Tell them up. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, for sure. I think I might have to take the hubs to that one now too.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Drag them along.
Yeah, I think
I don't think you'll have to
free
twist his
will
arm
also
very much.
free booze, babe, and he'll be like, yes.
There it is. So,
it's
awesome.
And it's in a, I don't know how familiar people are, but it's the Blue Star area is kind of a hot part of town.
Super nice. It's
very nice,
right on the edge of the Riverwalk on like a kind of one of the not the real downtown River Center area.
Yeah, no,
it's more on the
off the beaten
secluded side. There's a lot of different things in the area. Brick is a little newer, but there's another brewery, a jazz place. Like, yeah, I may or may not be pretty keen on.
They got that
Blue
Gunther
Star.
House. Y'all eating at the Gunther House across the street there?
No, is it
oh
amazing?
man,
It's really
they got
nice.
some good
Do they
pancakes.
frown on cargo shorts? Because I'm a big cargo short guy.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
You can
it's San Antonio, man. That's the thing
Yeah.
about the Burbiz DC that we have. DC is a very, very formal town.
Yes.
So you're going to see a lot of suit and ties at that Burbiz because it's just kind of the uniform of the town. And then when we do things in San Antonio, it's, understood that this is more of a casual town. People aren't going to come in the full suit and tie look. It's Texas casual. out
Tuxedo
here.
t-shirts.
Tuxedo
Nice.
t-shirts.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm into that.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm into that. I got married in a tuxedo tee.
Nice.
Did you really?
That's actually true.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
I knew I was in love with you.
Dude. yeah, it's
So
it's kind of awesome. So when you go to these meetups and stuff, how do people learn about them? How do they sign up? Like, is there a process to sign up for these, or is it just come one, come all, straight up free for all, or?
So, and
What
I
is
think, so when I reference meetups, what I meant was on the event, it talks about meetups. There's meetups for different, like transitioning veterans or personnel that need help with VA disabilities. Like what exactly is meant by meetups?
Yeah, so we have a variety of resources there for people, and depending on what the situation is. If you're getting out of the military and need advice on how to use your VA benefits or get VA benefits, we're going to have the Texas Veteran Commission there. There's stuff for entrepreneurs. There's just people looking for jobs, whatever. So basically, a lot of people, you'll go and you'll have a name tag, and it'll state on your name tag what you're looking for. If you're there, just to network, if you're there to find a specific resource, and then at the way the place is set up, it's kind of an open area, but you'll have the specific resource you're looking for will be there, and you'll be able to identify where it is and be able to talk to an individual about any help you need.
Nice.
So
very cool.
Nice. The cool thing is we're a little partial to this because Grunt Style is actually going to be a title sponsor this year.
Yes.
Nice.
Which is really cool. We get to get involved with you guys on this, and I think that's going to be, I'm hoping that'll help boost some attendance,
Yes.
and kind of get the word out, and kind of like what we're doing here with American Grit, just to get the
for
word out
sure.
to everybody, because this is something that's it's organic, and at the same time, it's so important for the local veteran community to know about these kind of events. Because it really can help, you know? And we're gonna have a good time doing it, having some drinks and stuff responsibly, I'm sure.
I mean, you can. I'm working, so I'm not even going to be drinking. But when 8 o'clock comes around, I will play catch up with everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what kind of guests do you guys get at these places, man? Like, do you have like keynote speakers or anything like that?
So the good thing about the last thing people want to do is go to a place and have, you're drunk, you're talking to someone, or you're buzzed, you're talking to someone, you're in a good conversation. The last thing you want is someone interrupting you to, have like a speaker or something like that. So at the end of the thing, we will have, Scott will go up there and say a word, thank everybody for coming. But for the most part, it's just a mingle situation, uninterrupted. Yes. But as far as guests, we do have special guests. For one, we're going to have celebrity chef Andre Rush, who was I think he was the White House chef for 2 administrations. And he's
fancy.
like the push-up king. Yeah. Have you seen him?
Oh yeah.
Dude, he's
Yeah,
stacked.
he's a giant.
So stacked.
I stood
Holy
next
cow.
to him. His arms are bigger than my head, man.
Yeah, I was going to say his arms are probably as big as my whole body.
He's huge, yeah.
Good Lord.
He will be down here for Burbiz San Antonio. Here's our last one. Tommy over there got some good footage of us doing a push-up contest with each other.
How'd that go?
Oh, he won.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's kind of good at it.
I don't know. I mean, Mikey by
practices.
then will be doing 100 push-ups a day. Like,
That's true. That's true.
Saying,
I've been
maybe
hitting
we can
it,
give
man.
him some
I've been
run
getting it done.
for his money. Yeah.
We've been doing it.
That guy
Yeah.
probably can't go anywhere without someone challenging him, so I'm sure he'll take you up on it. If you want to challenge him.
I think I'm all set. I'm probably all set. Yeah.
Maybe I'll just let Mikey handle that.
Yeah, man. So, how do people sign up? We got links in Facebook or.
Yeah, so there's I know for San Antonio, there's already a Facebook group or a Facebook
There is the,
link.
Burbiz San Antonio event specifically that has the Eventbrite link on American Grit today. In the story I wrote the other day, Grunt Style's main page, where we are definitely, I know we're pushing the link big. So pretty much anywhere all over the page. You're going to be able to find it. So sign up. Now, family friendly.
It is 21 and over because of the alcohol. So yeah, you have to be 21 or over to attend. Because and we assume too, if you're 19 years old, you're not getting out of the military anytime. If you're active duty 19 years old, you're not getting out of the military anytime. So
Sure. I mean, it's October 10th today. It's over a month away.
Yes.
Get a sitter, ladies and gents.
Get a babysitter.
Sure.
Get a babysitter. Go have a good time. Enjoy yourself. That's what I say. Yeah.
In the Blue Star Arts, like we were saying before, if you take a little romantic walk, I'm just saying.
Get a nice little
have
buzz
a couple
and
beers,
hit the river walk.
hit the river walk.
There you go.
Yeah.
Enjoy some of the food.
Yeah, they got
Margaritas.
great.
Yes.
They got some great restaurants in that area.
Oh,
down
yeah.
there. Just that whole Southtown area.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. Man.
So November 14th,
Correct.
Yep.
Brick at Blue Star.
Mm-hmm.
Free.
Yeah.
Free. Drinks, networking. What else can we expect out of Burbis?
Just a good time in general. Every time, we've held most of them on the East Coast, a lot in DC, and every time the attendance gets higher and higher, we start out doing these things in a law office, and then now we're holding them at the MGM in National Harbor there. So this will be our second time in San Antonio, and
Nice.
we want to see the
I'm
same
a little
thing.
mad I didn't know about the first time.
I know, right? It's like second
Man.
time.
Tim
dang.
Jensen was there.
Tim was there?
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Well,
and I guess Tim's
good.
going to be at this one as well. Tim and Dan are going to be
Tim and Dan
speaking.
are going to be
Nice.
guest
Yeah.
stars this time around.
You know what?
Well, I mean, when you are the title sponsor, you get those privileges.
It goes hand in hand. Yeah. Well, I know they support you, man. We support you. I'm stoked for it. I think it's going to be successful, man. I think with the everything we've talked about and all the just all of the encapsulating information coming here to San Antonio with such a big veteran population and everything, I seriously think that this is going to be a big one, man. I'm hoping you guys knock it out of the park.
Me too.
Yeah.
And if we don't, I'm still going to get free drinks. So more alcohol.
See,
for
and
me.
that's what it's really about,
Yeah.
man. I mean, I'll be there for that. I mean,
But
I'll,
on a
I'll just stick to
serious
your
note,
hip and be
right,
like, hey, he's in charge.
one of the biggest issues veterans have currently is the transition aspect.
Yes.
And transitioning. So the fact that there's going to be a lot of resources. I mean, there's so many veterans that don't know about like the housing resources available to them and disability resources, even here in Texas where it's pretty prevalent. We have a lot. So the fact that you guys are offering some of those resources is
a lot of the 22-year-old, 23-year-old getting out of the military, or even if you did 20 years. But for a lot of younger men and women that get out of the military, speaking from personal experience, don't necessarily have the best plan getting out all the time because you're 22 and you think it's all gonna fall. You just want to get out of the military. You're not even, it's all going to fall in place.
I mean, let's be real. Like, they don't really prepare you. Like, the TAP class that you go through.
It's worthless.
It's, exactly. I mean, they skim the surface, and most of the time it's just that. It's just like the guy who's like, I did 4 years. I'm out. I'm not stinking around. I don't have to listen to this. Blah,
It is
blah,
a
blah.
little better than it was.
Is
Because
it?
remember,
I mean-
I just deployed last year.
Yeah.
So, and coming back and some of the transition assistance, and I had a solid job, and they still made me submit a resume and do all kinds of things. And I know at the event, there's going to be like persons that will be willing to talk about your resume and stuff like that. But so
That's a
TAP,
big deal.
it's a little bit better, but there's still definitely some pieces that are probably lacking in it for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, transitioning is just such a huge ordeal for anybody, truly.
Yeah, I was just, it reminded me of, I used to work for a company that hired veterans, and I would look at resumes sometimes, and that is a big thing. Like, it's a big tool to have, because I would look at some of these resumes and like on there, like special skills, like combat action ribbon. I'm like, that's not a special skill. You're here to fold t-shirts. Like that. How's that going to make you better at that?
I'm guilty of that myself. I applied for a job recently, and when I let a buddy of mine look at my resume, and he goes, "You know what I see
It
from
was
this?"
here.
He's like, It was here. It was like, he looked at it, he goes, you know what I learned from this? You can kill people. Like, like, you got to soften this thing up, man, because those soft skills are important. And a lot of people don't have those soft skills coming out of the military. But you and I are both Marines.
Right.
So it's beat into our head from day one.
That's an important part of your job.
Exactly.
That job.
That job is entirely focused on murdering the enemy. You know? And so we get out and we're like,
rank. People try to put their rank down on their resume.
Yeah.
I'm a staff sergeant in the Army Reserve. Nobody cares. Straight up. Nobody cares.
Education and your skills.
Yep. And colleges don't help really either, because the entire time you're an undergrad, they're like, yep, you're gonna get out, you're gonna graduate, you're gonna be sought after, everybody's gonna want you. Then you get out and you're like, here, and they're like, where's your master's degree? And it's like, come on. It's like, so I mean, it's really it's an uphill battle for a lot of veterans. So events like this, I think, are very important because they provide us with that little bit of, perspective about how we can get, especially like articulate our skills, because we have those skill sets. They're there. We just don't know how to pull them out and put them on paper all the time, and
humility isn't always a great thing when you're seeking work.
It's definitely not my strong suit. I'm not a real humble guy. I need to probably work on that.
So one of the other things that, really drew me to this event is the fact that, I had a thought and it's all gone.
Yeah.
Should we do the Jeopardy music?
Yeah, do it. No, but just shoot, dang. All right, there it went. It's gone.
And it's gone.
And it's gone.
TBIs.
Yeah.
TBIs. So we got Burbiz, Facebook, the event sign up. You guys get over there on that. Instagram, and now we have a American Grit Instagram. That's a new thing that you're working on.
It's not new. We're bringing it back. Just like our YouTube page. John's been working on the Twitter, things like that. So we're trying to slowly get our social media back.
And we're gonna pump Burbiz on those as well. So smash that share button on your IG, on your Facebook, on YouTube. Like, subscribe, share it out. Get the word out for these guys, because all you're doing is helping veterans, your brothers, your sisters, your friends, all who served, and their families, because it also encompasses the spouses.
Yeah, the entire network. Yeah,
so it's really it's great, man. It's a cool program.
Yeah.
There's my idea. I knew it would circle back eventually. So, what would you say, Jack, to get those vets that they don't want to go to big events like this? They just want to be those introverted homebodies, but they may need to get out and get some of these resources. What do you want to say to them to bring them out?
Yeah, I mean, it's an extremely fun environment. And one piece of feedback that we've continually gotten from people at past Burbiz is precisely that. Like, I wasn't going to come out tonight. Or they didn't want to deal with traffic because we held them in DC. I didn't want to deal with traffic, but I'm so happy that I came out. Whether someone got a little buzzed up and just talked to some like-minded people, or they actually unknowingly or found something that they didn't even realize that they needed, some sort of resource. I've never had anyone tell me, at least, that they didn't get anything but have a positive experience at Burbiz.
Good, sure. Nice. Because that happens a lot, right? Is like somebody's like, that event sounds really interesting, but there's probably going to be a lot of people there, or in this case, right, celebrities or what are they called now? Influencers. And whatever else. And there's just going to be all the little fanboys and whatever else. So I don't really want to go to that. But seriously, events like this, I mean, really? So am I, but I'm a fanboy, B-O-I.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, B-O-I, fanboy.
Yeah. If you don't follow Jack on Instagram, you are messing up.
You can follow me on Instagram. I talk a lot about Burbiz.
And cheese.
But ultimately, we're hoping that people that actually want to get the resources and networking from this event come out.
Yeah.
instead of just
Yes.
all the fanboys and girls.
You know, we talk about it all the time on the Thursday show because this is what we do with the Thursday shows. We highlight veteran organizations and, you know, things like that to help do that. And it's like we want to build that mechanic that can encompass all these tools that we provide them. So we want that veteran to be that mechanic that can take those tools and really apply them to their own life, you know, because that's what's important, whether it's guys like Reforged down here that make, you know, custom knives like from hand, or, you know, the guys at Warrior Cry Music, you know, who do like, you know, the you know, music therapy and stuff, and Burbiz, who is providing these events that are really there to bring all of that encompassing together and to, you know, just to help people. It's a positive spin on it all the way around. So I mean, it's a cool thing, man.
And that's the thing about it too, is it's completely free to the public. So and nobody's making any money off of this. Scott gets enough sponsorship money to put on the event, and that's it. We just want people to show up and have a good time.
And just
Nice.
you know, and your heart's in the right place. You're just there to help veterans.
Yeah.
I love it, man. I think
That's
it's
the
great.
thing
Yeah,
about
for
Scott.
sure.
He's done pretty well for himself and in his normal business. So this is just purely out of passion. Scott also makes memes too.
Yeah,
He's done very well in
he's a
life.
good meme maker.
Yeah, but
Nice.
that is his outlet. Is he makes memes. It's like super fun. He runs a pretty cool meme page called.
Oh, dang, yeah.
Yeah, thank you for my services. His meme. That's Scott.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I was supposed to out him like that, but yeah.
What's some
Well,
good memes, Scott?
you might-
What's some good memes?
You might see American Grit starting to share a little more of those.
Yeah, he loves.
So-
Scott loves making memes, and he's good at it.
That's awesome.
Nice.
That's you know, that is a skill that is not appreciated enough these days. Right,
It's-
I myself dabble in the meme making, and
It's part of our
You know?
I
culture.
don't.
At this
I
point.
just
really
laugh
is.
at them. I do.
Yeah.
I just laugh.
it's
at
my
them.
favorite thing on the internet.
Do y'all ever? Do either of you have like a thread between like friends, like-minded friends, where you send the raunchiest stuff to each other?
worst stuff on
Yeah,
the-
like you
from
have
the
those
bowels
friends
of
that
the internet.
when you see a messed up meme, you have that one friend that you know you're going to send that to.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
I have
Oh,
a
yeah.
list.
Yeah.
I just have a list. I go down in Messenger and just send. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think more guys
Mostly Marines.
tend to have those groups, because I know my husband has like 3 different strings going on at any
Oh, yeah.
given
He's
got
time.
3
and so
different
I'll be
meme-
like, okay, there
Yeah.
we go.
It's his meme crew. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, it's always
the
like
guys.
those terrifying reveals that you'll think it's one thing, and then it turns out to be something completely else.
Yeah.
And those of you watching, you know what I'm talking about, because I know you guys get them.
What are they called? Dank memes?
dank.
Dank memes.
Yeah.
I don't know about dankness.
I don't know. I'm trying to be hip.
Yeah. So what else you got
Trying-
going on, Jack? Before we let you get out of here and get on your way, I know you're a busy guy, man. Tell us
Yeah.
about what you got going on with Burbiz, with everything else.
Well, yeah. In general, I woke up this morning just kind of thinking about all the people we lost on 9/11. But anyways, yeah, no, I am just ready for purpose. I know, man. I know this isn't that kind of show, but like literally, that's all I'm capable of doing. I can't talk about anything serious too long, otherwise I just start getting that.
No,
itch.
we appreciate it.
I get
Yeah.
that.
Especially
I like
on this
that.
show.
I know. Oh yeah,
Especially.
I know this is like the business end of the company. So
No, man, we're the party in the back.
Do we look like the business?
What?
The business.
Totally,
We're in
the party in the
basement, man.
back. Yeah, I brought you down to the
guys-
basement.
You guys want to talk some Roe versus Wade or what? You want to do some of those jokes? Or? Oh, never mind. I'm gonna
Maybe
stop.
not the kind.
Okay, anyways. Yeah, so just Burbiz is November 14th. That is, I've been putting a lot of my personal work time into kind of getting out the word for that. And we have one, it's not 100% set in stone, but we will more than likely be doing a Burbiz Las Vegas as well during SHOT Show. And
Mikey, we got to try to go to that.
yeah, free brews at SHOT Show. That is a recipe. Yeah, that's a recipe.
Hi.
Yeah. And then, we'll continue to do them in Washington, D.C. and New York up along the Eastern Sea there. So,
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah,
well,
for
Jack,
sure.
thanks so much for coming on the
I
show,
can't
man.
thank y'all enough for having me.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Check out Burbiz, Facebook,
Comments.
comment, share it, get it out there, get the word out there.
Oh yeah, and it free.
Free.
Dan and Tim are going to be out there.
Yep.
Jack's going to be out there. We're probably going to be out there.
I'm gonna be there.
All the cool people. I'm just saying.
I'm not a cool person.
So
Just, you have drinks, have a good time, collapse like the Twin Towers. No, I'm sorry.
So another sad fact is, Mikey, you're not going to be joining us on American Grit Live next week.
I'm not. I'm going to be out. So
makes me
before
very
you guys
sad.
freak out in the comments, I'm going to be out next week, but that's because I'm going down to Florida to get some jump wings, do some jump training.
Jump training for what, homie?
The Round Canopy parachute team has invited me out there to jump out of planes. So
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
I hope I make it. So,
Well, I
yeah.
mean, you need to, because in December you guys got some. There's
We got some big stuff
kinda
coming up,
cool
but you have to
stuff
stay
coming up.
tuned
Yep,
for all that,
sure.
but-
Definitely have to.
Absolutely.
The end of this year is really proving to be quite fun in the
Yeah.
American Grit grunt style realms.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
we're real excited about
Yeah.
all the stuff coming up. All right, guys. Well, like Mikey said before, like, share, send smoke signals up with American Grit Live all over it, whatever it takes. But keep following us, and we will see you back on Monday. Well, I will. Bye.